Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of Send Up Frankie's MTB vlog. So today we're gonna take some time and review ourselves in turning, because if you guys have been following the video that I did last week with turning, when I reviewed the video of myself doing those turns, I felt like basically I was I'm like a total noob, right? A total beginner rider, because I was struggling to turn right and I wasn't feeling comfortable pushing my bike down. And then I was just using random rocks to mark like how I turn. So today we are back in Marshall Canyon and we're gonna find a really flat place in a wide place so I can adjust my turning angles and everything. So hopefully we can do it more scientifically than before. All right, so switching back to the GoPro part. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna line up everything straight, right in the middle of the road. Hopefully no cars go by, but yeah, there's no cars go by. And then we're gonna line up straight, and we're gonna test out these lengths and a bit. 6, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. Okay, so we're gonna ride straight and then we're gonna turn 1, 2, 3, 4. So to make the turns wider, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add these like this. So it'll be like 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So does that make sense? So you're coming off of this, and then you're coming off of that. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna mark and see if these 4 is good enough. Turn 1 is gonna be a left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn. Okay. Do left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn. Okay. Let's make it a little bit wider. Let's get the spacing figured out, so maybe with the spacing figured out I can make bigger, wider turns. Okay. So the idea really is just putting work and practice into it, because one of the things that I've been thinking about is making a comparison, like for example, golf. Right? You guys are probably thinking, why the hell are you making a comparison with golf? Okay, here's the thing. So the first thing when you play, or the same thing when we ride, we just pick up the golf club, we pick up the bike, we just go play, right? And you're not gonna get a professional guy and telling you, okay, how you're riding or how you're swinging is wrong. You just wanna just start swinging, right? That's golf. You just wanna start swinging. You're in practice range, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna hit 200 balls. You don't never actually consult a coach and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? Until you get to a point where you're like, you hit a wall and you're like, all right, I'm not improving. So what am I doing wrong? Or what am I not doing? And I find myself stuck in that situation. I want to go faster, but I can't, because I'm finding myself in these sketchy situations where I don't feel comfortable turning anymore. Because how do I get to that point? How do I go faster and feel more safe? This is only from my experience or my point of view. When you hit a wall, it's always good to go back and start dialing down those exercises. Everything moves so fast. These basic moves and basic body positioning needs to just be imprinted inside the head rather than thinking about it actively when you're riding. All right, guys, I'm gonna attempt to move this further so we can actually gain some speed. Let's see if I can do a little bit quicker. All right, so I added a few more cones, one more cone, so just widen the turn ratio, and hopefully it'll force me to lean a little bit more, because after reviewing, you know, like the right turn is still not right, and I find myself leaning backwards when I'm making right turns. That's like totally not what I should be doing. I need to be centered. I need to center my butt over my seat post and really counter my weight, right? So I find myself not doing that as much. Hopefully by winding it, I have to force myself to do a little bit more. How are you guys doing? Definitely, once you pick up, like, once you widen the cones, you're forced to make that sharper turn. What ends up happening most of the time, you see yourself making a bad habit, is because, like, one of the right turns I did, you want to tap on the brakes, which you don't really need to, but when you tap on the brakes, that's when you know your body positioning and your turning is all wrong. So we're gonna keep going at it, get some more practice runs in. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day. Make sure you clean up after yourself. I suggest everybody find a place, find a flat area you can just pedal back and forth, and do it in terms of find a place that you can do a bi-directional. So you don't waste energy pedaling back up. You can just hit the reverse and then do it the other direction. All right, that was a good fun exercise. Look at these markings. Time to go back. Probably 15-minute yoga or something like that, and then back to editing. Oh, whoops.
Talk to my press agent. How you doing, brother?
How you guys doing? All right, you guys too. Enjoy your ride. All right, guys, we are out of here, and that was about a hour and a half, 2 hour session. Yeah, I got here like at 8 o'clock, something like that. Oh shoot, did I think I got here, yeah, 8 o'clock. Got here somewhere around 8, and then out here for 2 hours. getting hot. Time to head back, do some editing, watch myself ride like a beginner